is the Dewalt DCM 565, which is an 18-volt cordless chainsaw. This has a 30cm bore, which is approximately 12 inches. It weighs in at 3.5 kilograms without the battery. I do apologise for the lack of uploads. I've been very busy working on site, and then earlier this year a tree got blown over during a storm that is still in the garden. That actually wiped out one of the garages where I store a lot of stuff, and it's also damaged the conservatory and the patio area. So it is going to be a few months before I get that sorted out, so there's not going to be a massive amount of videos coming anytime soon. I will try to get some more videos edited as soon as I get a chance, but I am busy doing other things at the moment. So this is very lightweight and compact, and it is very easy to use. You shouldn't really do it, but you could actually use this with one hand if you wanted to, because it is so light. So I bought this approximately 2 years ago, and I think I paid £250 for it naked. That means it came without the battery. So on the top there we have the brake. So if you push that forwards, it locks the bar, and that means that you can't operate the chainsaw. I'll just remove the cover there. So as stated earlier, it has a 30cm bar and a Norwegian chain. At the front there we've got the reservoir that shows you the oil level. I have to say that the reservoir on this is tiny, and it only holds about 115 millilitres of oil, so you fill that up very quickly. To start the chainsaw, it's got the usual features of a lot of DeWalt tools, where you need to press in that lock button with your thumb, and then you can pull the trigger, and that will set the chainsaw going. You can hear that it is very quiet during use. The good thing about this is that it is actually toolless, so if you want to remove that cover, you simply do it by undoing that screw. You can then pull that off. Obviously I'm going to give that a clean before I put it back on. You can also tension the chain using that knob just there. So that's a bit cleaner. It's dead easy to put that back on. And then when you tighten that up, if you listen for 3 clicks, that is then put back on properly. So I have to say, this is an absolutely superb piece of kit. Before use, you need to check that the reservoir is filled with chainsaw oil. Plant-based lubricants are recommended. I've been using this chainsaw extensively as a tree blew over during a storm on the 23rd of January 2024. In this section I'm going to see how many cuts I can get from a fully charged 5 amp-hour battery. To make things easier, I'm using the Ultimate Saw Horse, which I bought from eBay, and I think it was about £70. I have speeded this section up and cut out log changes and removal to prevent you getting bored. As you can see, it is cutting through some fairly large pieces of timber. These are far easier and quieter to use than a petrol powered chainsaw, but obviously they are not as fast at cutting, and you also need several batteries to be able to cut continuously. I've let a few mates have a go with this and they all love using it as it is so easy to use and much quieter than a petrol version. And there are no fumes and no need to mix two-stroke fuel. This will cut larger diameter logs, providing you can get to all sides, although thicker logs do flatten the battery much faster. You might notice that I've got a new jacket. That's because my old ICI coat was 30 years old and the stuffing was coming out of it. If you're thinking of getting a new chainsaw, it's definitely worth considering an electric one. I also have a Milwaukee long reach chainsaw, which I'll demonstrate in another video. I hope you found this video useful and thank you for watching.